up? This is your girl Toya, and I posted the other day, that I was going to do a Q&A for you guys, and I wanted to keep my word. So you sent me a lot of questions, and I'm going to answer a few. And to let you know that I'm really reading off your questions, some I might pass on, but you'll know I got it, and some I'll answer. Okay, so y'all ready to get into this Q&A? I know I've been kind of MIA on YouTube, but I keep telling y'all that I'm gonna get a little bit more consistent. I'm gonna keep my word. It's just been hard, y'all, because life gets a lifing, and you know, your girl be just moving. But I promise I'm not gonna neglect y'all or keep y'all waiting on a video, and I would like to know what type of content you want to see from me. So leave that below as well. But I'm going to get into this Q&A because y'all was getting juicy, baby. Y'all was asking all kind of questions. I'm like, ooh, they trying to get me business, but I asked y'all to ask me, so I ain't tripping. So I'm gonna either answer or I'll say I pass on it. All right, so let's go. Okay. The first question is, are you planning on having more kids? The answer to that is, okay, I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I want more kids and sometimes I don't. Today, I don't. But a couple of days ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, I did. I kind of go up and down as I watch Rain get older. You know, sometimes I'll be like, oh, my baby getting older. She's not my baby anymore. Like, I'm so used to like cuddling with her and all of that fun stuff. But I kind of go in and out, and my husband the same way. Like, I guess he wanted one so bad at first, and I was like totally like, I'm not having no more kids. And now he's at the point where like, shit, if it had, you know, if we have one, we have one. But I mean, I would love to experience having a boy, like being a boy mom. Like, I would love to have that experience. So I'm not going to say I'm not going to have no more kids. I'm kind of going to put it in God's hands. And if it happens, it happens. And, but am I planning to have a kid right now? The answer is no. Okay. But I mean, you never know what the future holds. So maybe. Let's see. The next question is, Lucci versus Armand, what are good and bad qualities that you see in both men? Okay, I just want you to know I got your question, but I'm going to decline to answer that. But just so you know, I'm really reading what you sent. I'm going to decline to answer that. Okay, next one. Let's see. Do you really like Armand, or is it for show? I think Armand is a really good guy. I like whoever my daughter likes and whoever treats her right. As a mother, I want her to be happy. What mother don't want their daughter happy? So if you treat my daughter right, you treat her like the queen that she is, I love you. I like you. You know, that's all it's about. It's my child's happiness, and I would like to see the both of them happy because that's what they deserve. So I do like Armand. He's really sweet, and he's a good person. Yes. So that answers that. What advice would you give a person just embarking on the entrepreneur journey? I would say this. First off, entrepreneurship is not easy. Although everybody is trying to leap into that world, it's not easy. But I would say if you do decide to be an entrepreneur, understand that there are pros and cons, just like there are pros and cons to anything in life. You have your good days, you have your bad days. And when you're an entrepreneur, no matter what, you still have to be an entrepreneur. You know, you used to having a 9 to 5, it's off at 5. When you're an entrepreneur, there's never off. You have days where you make $500. You have days where you make $0. You have days you make $5,000. You have days where you make $500. So either way it go, you still have to pay. You know, pay people, pay for merchandise, pay. You know, if you have a actual location, you gotta pay your rent or pay your whatever. Stuff still gotta be paid, regardless of if you make any money. And you have to find a way to market that business. You have to understand that you have to bring the people into you. Like it's like, why should I support this business? So you have to always find a way to stand out, because I'm sure it's a million people out there doing the same thing. But what's making people mess with them is the way they market their stuff and how good their product is. So you have to just find your niche and understand that when becoming an entrepreneur, you will have good days, bad days, and no matter what, you still an entrepreneur and you still are working for yourself. So you have to give that extra push no matter what. And as long as you're okay with that, then my advice, go for it. Because you know why? Nothing beats failure but a try. So give it what you got and see what comes out of it. And to the person that asked that question, if you're planning to step into that field, I wish you nothing but success, and I hope that everything works out for you. All right, so the next question is, why your brother didn't go to your wedding? Okay, my brother, as you know, two of my brothers were locked up. They're both, where one is in the halfway house. He'll be completely out of the halfway house in June, so he's not allowed to travel. The other is still on paper, so he's still not allowed to travel. As you know, my wedding took place in Cabo, Mexico, and if you are on probation or anything like that, there's terms that they set for you. Like, you can't leave the states, you can't, some of your probation officers or whatever might not be cool with you leaving the states, because they look at it like you can flee or you can run away or whatever. And when you're on probation, you're still under some type of supervision, but you're free. So in that case, he is not totally off of paper, so his probation officer didn't allow for him to come to Mexico, although that kind of hurt me, because I would have loved to have him there with us and even be a part of the wedding. But unfortunately, he couldn't come, he couldn't travel. But at the end of the day, I wasn't going to move my location of my wedding because he couldn't be there, because it wasn't about my brother being there. It was about me and my husband finding a location that the two of us wanted to have our wedding at. And, we just hate that he couldn't be a part of it. But we see him all the time. We hang out. He came. When we got back, he came. He kicked it. We love him. I know he loved me. I love him. And that's just that. As you get grown, you start to look at things different. You can't make everybody happy. Everybody won't be able to be a part of everything. And you just have to be okay with that. Next question is... Wait, hold on. I thought I lost my questions. Okay. Somebody asked, when is the next Pretty Girls Jump, the championship calling out name? Pretty Girls Jump, we're actually going to do one this year during Essence Festival, where we're going to have different women a part of it, and we're going to make it like a really big thing. And I'm also planning to do one in October, right around my 40th birthday here in Atlanta. So, I love to jump. Pretty Girls Jump is something that I started to get the young kids to put down their phones and pick up a rope, getting active. And that's what the whole Wait No More movement is about. So you will be hearing about Pretty Girls Jump soon. I'll be sharing that information with you guys really, really, really soon. Okay. So the next question is, how proud of you are of your oldest daughter? Listen, y'all, I cannot even express how proud of Reginae, like how proud I am of Reginae. She's come a long way. She's been through a lot in her 24 years of living, and I'm just happy to see her happy and at a good place where, she's doing the things she want to do career-wise. She's found love, somebody that treats her well. She's, a good sister, a good friend. Like, she's, she had to go through the finding herself stage. And what I love the most, guys, and this might be weird and sound weird, but my daughter is learning to be okay with being by herself. So that means that you're learning yourself, you finding yourself. Because at one point she went through a phase where she has to be around everybody, but now I'm seeing that she's okay with being alone, and that means a lot. And that means a lot, and it shows growth. So I'm extremely proud of her, y'all. So proud of her. Okay, next question. How is married life and do you want more babies? Okay, I answered the baby part. Marriage life is great. Just like everybody, everybody have ups and downs. It's no fairy tale perfect world. We don't live in that world. But aside from that, I found my person. I found the person that makes me happy, that treats me right, somebody I can build with, somebody I can grow with, somebody that gets me, understands me, and somebody that knows my love language. And that is very, very important in a world, where nothing is perfect. So long as you are happy and you're okay with your person, the rest is history. So you just have to learn to live with each other, make it work, and communicate. Communication is like a huge part in a successful relationship. And we learn how to communicate and we learn how to understand each other, and the rest is history. It's the Russians. If you wasn't married, would you give Nate's dad another chance? I'm happily married. So to answer your question, if I wasn't married, I'm married. So the answer is no. Ooh, y'all get spicy. Okay, let's see what else y'all got in here. Let's see. Come on now. Disturbing me. What is one thing you love about yourself and one thing you love about Red? Okay. What is one thing I love about myself and what is one thing I love about Red? One thing I love about myself is how I'm not afraid to vulnerable. I have my moments where, I'm okay to say I'm not okay. I might not publicly get on the gram and be like, today I'm just not okay. But like, I'll call my family and we'll have discussions and I'll be like, today is just not a good day. I'm not afraid to be vulnerable. And like, when I was younger, I was afraid to express that side. But as I got older, I realized that it's okay to not be okay. And you have to be comfortable with that. And you have to live with that and understand that every day it's not going to be a good day for you. But that don't mean give up. That means take that fuel and keep, use that, get well and keep going. Just never stop. And understand that you're not going to have 365 good days a year. There's going to be some bad days and some rough days and some tough days. And some days you feel like, I just want to give up. I just, and you have to just keep going. So what I love about myself is I have finally reached a point in my life where I am embracing every part of me. The good, the bad, the ugly, and I'm understanding that it's okay to not be okay. And what I love about Red is I love that Red is a man, and he's a friend. He's a amazing partner, and he's somebody that you can talk to with no judgment, no matter who you are. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's rare to have people that can hear you out, not judge you, and give you honest feedback. So I love that he is so into helping people, even with the whole Wait No More movement. Like, he care about the people and he genuinely want to see them do better and lose this weight and live a healthier lifestyle. And it's genuine. It's not just to make money. So that's something I absolutely love about him. All right. Let's see what else we got here. How does it feel to overcome divorce and be married? I'll share that in my book. It's so many questions, y'all, but we have to wrap this thing up. I'm going to take one more question. And that last question is, did anything change in your relationship with Red after getting married? I would say, let me see. Of course, like now he'll probably just leave stuff. Because before he knew I was kind of like, I'm real OCD. So he'll just leave stuff on the floor. And I'm like, you don't have no goddamn aids. You know what I'm saying? But men do that. It's like, why? Like, pick up your stuff. Like, I don't mind cleaning up behind you, but don't just leave your socks when you get up. Your socks, your towel, or whatever you had, just leave it there on the floor. Because then it's like, just your wife like neat stuff, so just pick that up and I'm gonna clean everything else up. I'm gonna wash the dishes, I'm gonna clean the room, I'm gonna make the bed, I'm gonna make sure everything is nice and neat and together. But Don't just leave your socks, your dirty socks on the floor. Don't just leave your towels on the floor. Don't leave your t-shirt on. Pick it up and put it in the place where it goes. But I love them. You gotta love them. You know, that's just, you know, it's kind of like, that's just, I guess that's just a part of like, it's like, you know, it's real. You know it's real then. You know it's real then. But I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't trade a thing. You know, it is what it is. But that's just men, I guess. They just think they could just leave their shit anywhere. All right, y'all. This was so fun. Y'all had some really, really good questions, and I hope my answers was able to help you. It was a lot more that I wanted to answer, but I don't want to make this video too long and drawn out. I'm going to definitely do a part 2. So if you have any more questions, be free to leave them on my Instagram page or comment them below. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get my subscribers up so, you know, I'll keep hitting y'all with some dope content. Peace.